Hey everybody, this is Wes Yancey with Undercover Sportsman. I'm here today with my bird dog Bo. He's an all-liver German short hair pointer, about 2 years old. He's done drags before, but I want to do a little video today on how I utilize scent trails and scent drags training my bird dog. There's a couple reasons why, and this is just my opinion, but I like just getting him to use his nose. When he was a puppy, I did a lot of scent drags. He already had a strong prey drive. Just taught him to put his nose to the ground and look for scent, and then at the end there was a prize, there was a reward. So I'm going to take you through some things I do, some things that make it easier for me, some tips and what I use. So come along with us and we'll get started. So one of the first things I use to do this is the bird down pheasant scent. So this stuff is great. It doesn't spill, it's not liquid. You just wipe it onto the bird, put it all over the bird. It's saliva proof, it's weather proof. It's a real strong scent, and that'll leave scent on the ground. Nope, get back, stay. So that's the first thing I use. The next thing is you're gonna have a dummy. So in this case, we're gonna use a pheasant dummy. We like chasing pheasant up here in Oregon. One of Bo's favorite things. So we're gonna use a pheasant dummy. Another thing you don't need, I use an e-collar. It's a Garmin Pro 70. It just kind of keeps Bo in check. He's kind of hard-headed. You don't have to shock him, you condition him. That's another video I'll do. You put it on a beep mode. If he hears that beep, excuse me, he's on it. Another thing I like to have with me when I'm doing this stuff is a short leash. And what this does is it enables me to put around the pheasant dummy's neck and drag it behind me. So there I'm not bending over to drag a scent trail 100, 200, 300 yards. So a nice little tip I like to use is have a lanyard or a leash or a rope or string, whatever it is, to put on the dummy so you don't have to bend down. You can stand up and drag it behind you. Next thing I use, last thing but not least, is a check cord. You know, I don't really use it with him at this point, but when you get a puppy, what you want to do is put him on a check cord. And this is all per person. Some people like putting him on a check cord. It slows the dog down. It makes him use his nose a little more. He's not going to blow past the dummy or a bird. I typically would rather just let him go. I like to let the dog do his thing, but I do put a check cord on him just so I have another point of contact. So let's get out in the field. I'll kind of go over some stuff once we're out in the field. You ready, Bo? All right, guys. I'm going to give you my first tip or bit of advice that I learned early on doing scent drags, and that's one thing you want to do is you want to start them with a short drag. Give them some success. You know, make sure they succeed. Put their nose into the wind. It's been kind of dry, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a short drag. Let's say it's like a 50-yard drag. You'll see me go down this fence line. So we're gonna make sure he finds the first one. That way he gets excited. The next one we're gonna go a little further. The next one we're gonna go a little further. Okay, so you get the point. So I'm gonna go right down this tree line. That's another thing. Put it in birdie areas. If they're going along fence lines and he finds the bird, he's gonna start hunting fence lines. If you put it in brush piles, he's gonna hunt brush piles. So, you know, get smart, don't put it out in the middle of the field, and I doubt any of you would, but that's another thing to keep in mind. So here we go. All right, so the drag's out. So now I'm gonna put him on a lead. I'm gonna make him heel. I'm gonna bring him up to the beginning of the scent trail. I'm gonna point my finger down towards it so I get his nose on it. As soon as I see him pick it up, I'm gonna release him, say find the bird or retrieve, whatever the command is you're gonna give him for bird down, that's what we're gonna give him. So be consistent with that too. Make sure you're consistent with what you're using, okay, and how you're doing things. You'll know it's go time if you do that. So let's go grab Bo. Heel, 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 heel. All right, guys, so Bo's trained to be heeling off the lead, so I like keeping him that way. But I would suggest putting your dog on a lead, leading him to the scent trail. But he's on the scent right now, so I'm gonna bring him to heel. I'm gonna get him on the scent again. I'm gonna release him. So make sure you're staying consistent again. Heel, 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 sit, sit, oh, sit, good boy. Now my release is tapping him on the head, so that's what I'm gonna do every time. Go ahead. And be patient with your dog. If he doesn't find it right away, the air's dry, he'll get onto it. Good boy, high praise, high praise. Good boy, Bo. Bring it here, heel. Good boy, give, heel, give, good boy, atta boy, yeah. One thing I like doing for him, he's very easy to give to me because I give it back. Okay, if it's giving back is what I call it. So if you give the bird back to the dog, he never feels once he gives it up, he's not gonna have it back. So I give it back sometimes. That way he's more willing to give to me. So if you have a dog that really likes holding on to that bird, start introducing the give back. All right, Bo, here, yeah, give. Good boy, drop, good boy. All right, now we're gonna go with a little farther drag, okay? We're gonna put Bo back on the tailgate because I don't want him visually seeing where it's at. I want him using his nose, and then we're gonna send him on a long drag. We're gonna see how he does. All right, guys, so this time I'm gonna give him a little break. I'm gonna drag it the same way, and I'm gonna shoot hard to my right, and I'm gonna go into this brush pile over here. I'm gonna circle around the brush pile, I'm gonna put it in there. So he's gonna have to find the scent again and go back the other way. Alright guys, so Bo is eagerly waiting on the back of my truck like a good boy. And what I've done here is, for a more experienced dog, I went down to the same spot, I cut right, hard across the field, about 50 yards to the left, and put it in a brush pile. So he's gonna go back to the same spot where I first put it, because the drag went there and it's gonna cut left. And his instincts are gonna say to go further up the fence line. He might do that. What I'm hoping is he'll track back, take a right, and follow the scent across these trees and find the bird in the brush pile. So we'll see how he does. Be patient with your dog too. One thing I suggest is if you have a dog that's new at this, do a lot of the short drags straight along the fence line. Over and over and over, build his confidence up. Next time out, go double that. Next time out, go triple that. Then once he's good and he's really getting onto him, start cutting out, start zigzagging, doing other things. So let's see how he does. Heel, sit, go, sit. Sit. Plots. 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 Hunt him up. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Breathe here. Good boy. All right, I'm really proud of him there. He actually locked up on point, which is kind of a phase 2 of what we're doing here. Heel, heel. Good boy. Give, 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 give. Good boy. Good boy, Bobo. Sit, sit. Good boy. Stay. Good boy. Good boy. Heel. All right, so actually he locked up on point for a split second when he got over there. So that's because I've done some pointing training with them. A lot of dogs, it's in their natural instincts to hold point, and you're gonna have a hard time getting them to go get the bird. Bo's got a high prey drive. I've always let him have that high prey drive, so I had to really fight to rally him and corral him back in. I'd always rather pull a dog back in than try to get him to go further, get him to go beyond something. So that's another thing for me, is I'd rather try to rein him back in. So we used to let him chase live ducks, and you know, your opinion may differ from that, but I really developed a high prey drive in him because I wanted him to be a strong hunter. So what I might do, since he did that, I'm gonna throw a check cord on him. I'm gonna follow him there, and I'm gonna see if I can't get him to hold point, and then I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna flush the bird and get him. And I don't have a gun to do a mimic a shot, but we're gonna see if I can't get him to hold point for the video. So come along with me. Let's see what we can do there. Maybe we can show you another tip to get him to hold point. All right, for the sake of the video, I'm gonna do the same drag and put it in the same brush pile, but I'm gonna go on a different spot, maybe on the back side of it, and I'm gonna get him to hold point. I've introduced the check cord now, so I'll have him on a check cord. I'll follow him. I'll try to jog a little bit, not to impede his progress or slow him down to make him think I'm not doing the right thing. So I'm gonna try to let him go at his own pace as best I can. When we get over there and I see him pick up on a strong sit, I don't care if I have to jerk his head between his shoulder blades to get him to stop. You get him to stop and lock point. So you hold him there. If he moves at all as you're going in, you check him. Okay, it's better to do this with 2 people, but it can be done with 1. But 2 people is a good suggestion, to have somebody on the check cord as you walk in, shoot your cap gun off, and launch the dummy. Another thing you can do is a bird launcher, but those are expensive. So I'm showing you a way you can do this with a dummy and get the same results, and not have to use live birds, which are also expensive. So let's get on with this. All right, so the dummy's out. There's a strong scent over there. As soon as he picks up on it, I'm gonna check him, get him to hold point. You'll see I'm gonna work my way in. I'm gonna act as if I flush the bird, and then I'm gonna have Bo retrieve. So we'll see how it goes. It's not the easiest way to do it, but it is a way to do it. So we'll check it out. Come on, Bo, heel. 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 Ooh. All right, as I said, I'm gonna have to try to stay up with him. It's gonna be hard to do. That's why I brought gloves. If you have a strong dog, don't be a tough guy, bring gloves. It's just gonna help you handle him a lot better, okay? So we're gonna let him go. And when he gets over there, I'm gonna give him an on-point check. This is another point of contact. I don't like using the beat point of contact because that's a negative reinforcement. This is as well, it just says more stop. So here we go. Heel. Heel. All right, let him up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Alright guys, so as you could see, I maintained a point of contact the whole way. As soon as he started picking up on a scent, I checked him. He actually busted a little bit. Whoa him again, he stopped, which is good. It's very hard. You do that a couple times, he's gonna lock up for good. So he's only 2. He's, like I said, he's got a high prey drive. He's trying to pull my camera over right now with the check cord, actually. Quit. So watch that if you got a tripod and a camera. These bird dogs will not hesitate to pull your camera over, but hey, I'm gonna switch up the route. I'm gonna go down this fence line and across to the same woods, but I'm gonna go the opposite direction. I'm gonna switch it up. Not gonna have a check cord on him, and I'm gonna see if this time maybe he'll hold point. Just because we did that just now, I don't think that he will without being reinforced a couple times, but we'll see. He almost did it on his own without me doing it the first time, even though we're doing a tracking drill. I don't care if he points it. So live birds, they can sense it, okay? They can sense that bird. It makes them freeze. A dummy, they just smell it. Live bird, they feel it. So I'm not worried about that. And you shouldn't be either if you're training your dog. So anyway, we're gonna do one more and then we're gonna be done for the day. But feel free to ask questions in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. If you have any more videos you'd like to see me do or anything you're having a hard time with your dog, let me know. We'll do a video on it, okay? I'm not a pro by any means. I like to think I got a pretty good dog. You can check out some of our hunting videos on the same channel. We're gonna get after it, guys. Thanks for watching.